say he's 6'3", but Mike and ESPN says tops he's got to be about 6'1" and a half, 6'2". I'm not sure, never stood next to him, but this guy's tearing up the league. Right now they are 20-0, and off to the best start in NBA history. And it really goes to what on News and Notes as we think about Enterbay figures. I really think that this would be a current figure that should be made. I do think that. I think that out of all these, I got LeBron is in the hospital. That's one you got to make, and that's a custom. He only comes in a Miami Heat thing. I do see a lot of things on Sideshow Freaks about them wanting them to make a newer LeBron, maybe a little more facial hair, a little older looking, with a Cleveland Cavaliers jersey. But he is, I think, another guy. He is very iconic. He is definitely taking the league to the next level. I would not put him in the Jordan level, as some would, but I still would put him as a level. Yeah, you got to make that figure, And it feels like you can find him pretty easily, the Heat jersey version, pretty easily, just about anywhere. I think he's pretty cheap. Big Bad Toys actually has him on sale for $140 or 149, I think it is. That's a compared to other, 1/6 scale figures, and that is actually very inexpensive. And other places, have them for $180. One thing I would recommend just for y'all, and I have sold, but I've also told people, I've given them, just a heads up on everything when I do sell these on eBay. I would be really careful about buying Enterbay figures or hot toys on eBay. I think you're taking a risk there. That's why, even if they seem really cheap, and sometimes, like, I'll buy parts for figures, I'll buy accessories, like I'm buying an extra body for Shaq, and extra shoes, and an extra head, things like that. I will do that, but to get a whole figure and then have all the things, I just sometimes don't. I've just been gypped off too many times, I guess, on eBay, so I'm a little careful. But so when it comes to making new or older figures, I definitely think you got to make a new. Curry is one that they've made. Ron, Jeremy Lin, I like him. My son likes him a lot, but no. Derrick Rose got him for a good price, but no. I mean, you could live without Derrick Rose. I mean, he did get an MVP, and I get when he was made, and probably nobody foresaw the injury and things like that. But he didn't, he won an MVP, but he didn't win a finals. Let's play Blake Griffin. Interesting. I ended up selling him so I could actually get this guy instead. So I basically swapped one for the other, almost in the price range. But really, he's a solid, player. But he doesn't, razzle dazzle me. He hasn't won any championships. He hasn't done anything big as a basketball player. So really, he's just. Needless to say, he's a figure that probably that you could pass up, and so is Derrick Rose. I mean, Jeremy Lin, I get it why they made him, because of the nationality and things like that, and the connection there. And I like him personally because he's a Christian and things like that. But I mean, he was not a needful player. Iverson, yeah, but he's retired. Now, here's one that people wonder is Kevin Durant. I think, yeah, I think he would be a player that you could make. I do think that his teammate, Russell Westbrook, would also be a good combo to that. But I just think that overall collectors, I just think that we could be, doing different things and really focusing our time on getting some of the older retired players instead of new ones.